Have you ever thought about the power of a passport? Hello there, and welcome to this video with all your friends here from Passport Journey. Are you ready to discover the beauty and wonders that our world has to offer? If your answer is yes, then you've come to the right place. In this episode, we will unravel the secrets of the Philippine passport. In the world of travel, passports are more than just identification. They're keys to unlocking experiences and cultures. For Filipinos, understanding the privileges and potential restrictions of their passport can transform their travel journeys. It's not just about where you're going, but also about what you're carrying with you, a little book of possibilities. So, what's in a passport? Why does it matter? Well, think of your passport as a key that unlocks the doors to different countries around the globe. This is what we often refer to as passport power. Passport power is essentially the measure of how freely you can travel based on the passport you hold. It's not necessarily about the physical booklet you carry, rather the nationality it represents. Some passports are like master keys, opening up a vast array of countries with no need for a visa, while others might require a bit more paperwork and planning. For instance, if you're a holder of a passport from certain countries, you might be greeted with open doors to over 100 nations without having to worry about a visa. Others may not be as lucky, having to navigate through visa applications and regulations for a substantial number of countries. Now, let's dive into the specifics of the Philippine passport. The Philippine passport, a gateway to numerous destinations, but what exactly does it offer? Picture this, a small yet significant booklet bearing the seal of the Republic of the Philippines. Its cover a deep, resolute shade of maroon. This, my friends, is the Philippine passport, a key that unlocks countless doors around the globe. Let's peel back the layers and dive into what this passport has to offer, shall we? First things first, every Philippine passport comes with a validity of 10 years for adults. That's right, a whole decade of potential adventures. For those under 18, the validity is reduced to 5 years, still a considerable amount of time for the budding globetrotter. But how does one get their hands on this coveted booklet? The process is quite straightforward. It begins with an online appointment, followed by an in-person visit to any Department of Foreign Affairs office. There, you will present the necessary documents, have your data captured, and pay the processing fee. Then, it's all a matter of waiting. The typical processing time is about 2 weeks for regular processing and 1 week for expedited processing. Now, let's talk about the pages within this maroon marvel. They're not just any pages, but e-passport pages embedded with an electronic microprocessor chip. This chip contains the biometric information of the passport holder, which is an advanced security feature designed to verify the passport holder's identity and prevent passport fraud. The Philippine passport truly is a symbol of Filipino identity and pride. It's not just a travel document, but a testament to the holder's rights and privileges as a citizen of the Republic of the Philippines. It is a beacon of hope for many, opening doors to opportunities and experiences that extend well beyond the 7,641 islands of the Philippines. With your Philippine passport in hand, where can you go? Well, stay tuned, because in our next segment, we will be delving into the myriad of destinations that welcome the Philippine passport without the need for a visa. The world truly is your oyster with the Philippine passport, so prepare to embark on a journey of discovery and adventure. The beauty of holding a passport lies in its visa-free access. So, where can Filipinos travel without a visa? Well, let's delve into the exciting world of visa-free travel for Philippine passport holders. Picture this. Over 60 countries worldwide welcome Filipinos with open arms, no visa required. That's the power of the Philippine passport. Let's start with Southeast Asia. Did you know that all ASEAN countries allow Filipinos to visit visa-free? That's right. From the stunning beaches of Thailand to the bustling streets of Singapore, explorers can experience the diverse cultures and landscapes of Southeast Asia at their leisure. Now, let's hop over to South America. Brazil, Colombia, and Peru, among others, offer visa-free access. Imagine dancing to samba rhythms in Rio de Janeiro, trekking through the Amazon rainforest, or marveling at the ancient Incan city of Machu Picchu. Further afield, the Pacific Islands offer a tranquil escape. Fiji, Vanuatu, and Micronesia are just a few of the idyllic islands where Filipinos can unwind without the hassle of securing a visa. Africa isn't left out either. Countries like Morocco, Kenya, and Senegal open their doors to Philippine passport holders. From the bustling souks of Marrakesh to the breathtaking savannas of Kenya, these African nations promise unforgettable adventures. And let's not forget the visa-on-arrival destinations. Armenia, Maldives, and Nepal are just a few. Picture yourself exploring the ancient monasteries of Armenia, lounging on the pristine beaches of the Maldives, or trekking through the Himalayan peaks in Nepal. So, with a Philippine passport in hand, the world truly is your oyster. Whether you're a history buff, a beach bum, or an adrenaline junkie, there's a visa-free destination just waiting for you to explore. But what about those places where a visa is necessary? All in good time, my friends. As the saying goes, good things come to those who wait. And indeed, some of the world's most fascinating destinations do require a bit of extra paperwork. But for now, let's continue to bask in the freedom and opportunities that visa-free travel affords us. Sometimes, the journey requires a bit more paperwork. Let's explore those destinations. As holders of a Philippine passport, there are indeed countries that require us to obtain a visa before we embark on our journey. But don't let that discourage you, because the world is still your oyster, and each visa is simply a key to unlock another treasure chest of experiences. Countries in North America, such as the United States and Canada, require Filipinos to have a visa. This also holds true for most countries in Europe, including the United Kingdom, France, and Italy. Australia and New Zealand down under also necessitate visas. Now, let's talk about the general requirements for these visas. While each country has its own specific criteria, there are common elements that you're likely to encounter. Firstly, you'll need a completed visa application form. This is usually available online, so you can fill it out at your convenience. Then there's the passport itself. It should be valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned stay. Next, you'll need passport-sized photos. Remember, it's crucial to check the specific dimensions and guidelines for these photos, as they can vary. Proof of financial means is another common requirement. This could be in the form of bank statements or proof of employment. Essentially, the country wants to know that you can support yourself during your stay. Then there's your travel itinerary. This includes details of your round-trip tickets, hotel reservations, and a detailed plan of what you'll be doing during your visit. Finally, travel insurance is often required. This is to ensure you're covered in case of any unexpected incidents. Remember, these are general guidelines. Always check the embassy or consulate website of the country you're visiting for the most accurate and up-to-date information. So, don't let the paperwork deter you. Each visa is a ticket to new adventures, new cultures, and new memories. So, you've got your passport, you know where you can go, but how do you keep it safe? Keeping your passport safe is as important as having one, but how do you do it? Well, let's dive into some handy tips. First up, always keep it in a safe place. Sounds simple, right? But it's surprising how often this gets overlooked. A zippered pocket or a secure bag is a good start. If you're staying in a hotel, a safe or lockbox is your friend. Secondly, avoid leaving your passport unattended. Whether you're on a plane, a train, or at a cafe, never let it out of your sight. It's easy to get distracted, but remember, your passport is your ticket to the world. It's worth keeping an eye on. Now, let's talk about copies. Having a photocopy or digital copy of your passport is a lifesaver. It can expedite the process of getting a replacement if the worst happens and you lose your original. It's also a good idea to leave a copy with someone trustworthy back home. Here's another tip. Be cautious when using your passport as collateral. Some places may ask for it when renting vehicles or equipment. If you can, opt for another form of identification or a cash deposit. And speaking of caution, be aware of scams. There are folks out there who might try to steal your passport, either physically or digitally. Keep your guard up and your personal information private. Now, what happens if despite your best efforts, you lose your passport? It's not the end of the world, but it is a serious situation. Your first step should be to contact your embassy or consulate. They can guide you through the process of getting a temporary travel document. Remember, the repercussions of losing a passport abroad can be significant. It can disrupt travel plans and lead to stress and expense. But by following these tips, you can minimize the risk and stay focused on enjoying your journey. So, let's recap. Keep your passport safe, never leave it unattended, make copies, be cautious with collateral, beware of scams, and know what to do if you lose it. Remember, a safe passport equals a smooth journey. Still got questions? Don't worry, we've got answers. Let's dive into some of the most frequently asked questions about the Philippine passport and international travel. First up, how long does it take to process a Philippine passport? Generally, it takes around 15 working days for regular processing, but if you're in a hurry, you can opt for expedited processing, which takes about 7 working days. However, it's always a good idea to apply for your passport well in advance to avoid any last-minute hassles. Next question. What are the visa-free countries for Philippine passport holders? As of April 2024, there are 66 countries and territories where a visa is not required or can be obtained upon arrival. This includes several destinations in Southeast Asia, Africa, Oceania, and South America. However, visa policies can change, so it's always best to check with the embassy or consulate of your destination before you travel. Another common question is, what happens if my passport gets lost or stolen while I'm abroad? If this happens, report it immediately to the nearest Philippine embassy or consulate. They will assist you in getting a temporary travel document or a new passport, so you can continue your journey or return home safely. Moving on, can I use my Philippine passport even if it's about to expire? The rule of thumb is that your passport should be valid for at least 6 months from the date of your departure. Many countries enforce this rule strictly, so it's best to renew your passport well before it reaches its 6-month mark. And finally, do children need passports? Yes, they do. Regardless of age, all individuals traveling internationally need a passport. For children under 18, both parents must appear in person with the child when applying for a passport. I hope this clears up some of your uncertainties about the Philippine passport and international travel. Remember, a well-informed traveler is a smart traveler. With all this knowledge, you're ready to take on the world. So, we've covered a lot about the Philippine passport. Let's do a quick recap. We've taken you on a journey, starting with the thrill of travel and the power that a passport holds. We then zoomed in on the Philippine passport, giving you an overview of its features and benefits. We delved into the destinations you can visit visa-free, which are plentiful and diverse. From the stunning beaches of Bali to the vibrant city life of Hong Kong and beyond, the world is truly at your fingertips. But we also highlighted the destinations where a visa is required, reminding you that preparation is key to a smooth journey. We then discussed essential passport safety tips, as safeguarding your passport is crucial during your travels. We also addressed some frequently asked questions, clearing up common confusions and concerns. For more travel tips and products to help you on your traveling journey, check out the links in the video description below. And if you liked the video and we've given some value, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for our newest episodes. And as always, to all my traveling friends, until next time from all of us here at Passport Journey, we wish you happy trails and safe travels the next time you get your passport.